Hi.
Welcome to the channel. If you've not been here before, we're Ian and Jane. We're doing the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. This is day 1. Yesterday was day 0 when we arrived. What?
Was it?
It was actually, I put it as day 0.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and this was show 6, 5?
No, 5.
5. We've still got to see show 6. So I did the bookings, and I fully accept that I should never have booked 6 shows in one day. But we have actually done each video pretty much straight after the show, haven't we? As much as possible.
Actually.
Otherwise, if you leave it to the end, we've got, you get mixed up. So this was my choice, and this was muo live.
It all started when the University of Glasgow got in touch with me and said, "Here, do you want to build one of your music machines using our muon detectors that can detect harmless radiation in the atmosphere that comes from cosmic rays?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I do." My name's Lomond Campbell. I make music using unconventional instruments that I build myself. I'm bringing a show called Muo to the Edinburgh Festival this year, which will be part audiovisual installation, part live performance, and at the heart of it are these muon detectors. So right now I'm in my studio and I'm building a music machine called the Monophone, which I'll play live as part of the performance.
It's worth mentioning I think there's 9 performances of Muo live, and then there's an exhibition, and they add different things. So the exhibition is Lomond was saying, that he's a performer, he's going to be more of an ambient thing and generative. So we will pop and have a look at that actually. So
definitely.
So this was a 50-minute live concert. Do you want to read the bit you've got there? I'll add some bits.
Says it's in the music section, but interestingly it describes it as multimedia, science and technology. Join Scottish musician Lomond Campbell in Muo Live. Performing with his handmade Monophone, Lomond performs with musical guests.
We didn't tonight. Tonight was the first one, so it's probably going to be bringing people along.
For a unique fusion of music, science and unseen cosmic forces.
I mean, there was a bit of a discussion at the end, because apparently these cosmic radiations, if you've got your hand out, you've got them going through every few minutes, I think. So it's a radiation, but we're all.
But it's benign.
It's benign. Although somebody in the audience behind us was saying it's not if you go higher up, but I mean, that was a bit.
Yeah, because there were obviously some professors.
There was a couple of academics in there. So I picked this, so we had the Muotron, is it called? I haven't got it written down here.
No, not the it's the Monophone.
Monophone. So with the Monophone, we had a grand piano, and I did think the grand piano didn't sound great. It didn't sound like a grand piano was meant to sound to me.
Well, I thought it came out as, it sounded sort of electronic.
It did a little bit. Now, it might have been treated.
It's treated the right way.
Yeah.
But I think what I found was that because everything else was so loud,
and it was really
you
loud,
could hardly hear the piano, which I felt was a shame, because obviously, it's an equal instrument.
So we had a screen at the back which is showing sort of 3D, you might say elementary 3D graphics, really. But they were interesting, and they were connected to the.
I was going to say they were linked.
They were linked, yeah, because when there were some flashing lights on the front of the thing that for the audience to see, and not all the time, but some of the time they would change with the visuals that we're seeing on the screen. Lomond said he couldn't really interact with this, what was going on the screen, so he didn't really even get to see that because he was in front of it. There was then some synthesizers, there was a hydrosynth, and a couple of other bits and pieces that he was also using as well.
Yeah.
Although it was incredibly, it was actually too loud. I did have earplugs in, but I thoroughly enjoyed the music, you know. And there will be an album at some point in the future, because I had a quick word with him about that, and he's going to be putting an album out. They're going to. He was toying with the idea of maybe recording one of the 9 shows, which would be great.
I think he should.
He should, and I would be definitely up for buying the album when it comes out. You know, I thought it was really, really good. You know. I mean, it's quite a nice room, that, isn't it? We've been in that room before.
Yeah, it was actually at the French Institute.
Yeah.
So, which was rather nice. So there was an introduction in English and then in French.
French, yeah. And then he said he didn't want to say much, but he was being filmed for Glasgow University, so he did give a little bit of an introduction.
Was it Glasgow, or is it?
That's what he said. It was
Glasgow.
Yeah,
right.
You know.
Okay.
I thought it's definitely worth seeing.
I think I would agree. I mean, I am not a musician, but I have been to, over the years,
gigs,
quite a few. I mean, I don't know how many now. Electronic music nights, some short, some long.
Yeah.
So it was. I really enjoyed. You know, considering this was one of the longer ones, and not a 10-minute or a 15-minute piece. I enjoyed it. I found a lot of it ambient. I was fascinated by the machine. And I have to say it was refreshing, because we went to something recently in London where somebody was doing a live performance. Apparently. And basically they just were hunched over a laptop. And it was very disappointing.
Videos on the channel if you really want to find out more about that.
So no. But all I'm saying is that's not, and even I've experienced that on another occasion. So so there is more to reproducing electronic music than just sitting with a laptop. You can do it live, and Lomond demonstrated that.
He did, yeah.
Very, very well, and I enjoyed seeing him work, you know, and be creative.
Yeah, and he described it as a duet. So he is interacting. So we've got we've got a generative machine that's creating all sorts of, which he can interact with, and then he will play with other instruments around that, which. It's the sort of thing that I love, to be fair. I've been trying with, you know, I'd love to play with it. I'll be honest with you. I'd love to have a go with it and make some music, because I thought it was, you know.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it in my, you know, limited experience of EMOMs, electronic
mics,
open mic nights. And again, it's, you know, you come for something about the originator of feminism from the 18th century, and I went literally, you know, legged it down the road.
I thought you were going to be late, but you made
it straight into a live electronic production. So that's what I love about Edinburgh.
Yeah. So, like I say, Lomond said there was 9 performances, and it's worth mentioning when each of them is. So it looks like they're all going to be at 6 till 7. At the French Institute, which is venue 169. The next one is the 3rd of August, and then we've got the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 14th, 19th, and I think that should. 23rd.
23rd. Yeah.
So you know, you need to. But even if you miss one of those dates and you come into Edinburgh, I think it's going to be worth going to have a look at the exhibition.
The exhibition. And hang on, and I'm going to find you the dates for that, because I think it starts on the 9th. Because
it does start, because you texted me and said.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
So in the Fringe programme, you've got Muo live, MUO live, and then you've got Muo. So I'm pronouncing that wrong, aren't I? Really? Muo. But and I have to say, the actual machine itself looks it looks like something out of the 1950s, really. And
Well, shall
but
I?
it's beautifully made. The wood is amazing.
Yeah,
It's
it was,
fantastic.
wasn't it? Right.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Because it is obviously linked. So this is obviously it's in the exhibition catalogue. A bit rather. It starts on Friday the 8th, and it goes. It's not on Monday the 11th, but it goes then right through to Monday the 25th. It's free, non-ticketed, and it's on between 11 and 5.
Yeah.
And it says Muon is an audio-visual installation by Scottish artist Lomond Campbell, making use of muon detectors that pick up radiation from cosmic rays. Immerse yourself in reactive sound and vision shaped by the invisible power of the surrounding cosmos. So you can see this machine that he's built.
Yeah, so we're going to go back and have a look. I mean, I did, cause I had a very brief chat with him because quite a few, and the Q&A at the end was really interesting actually, because he was very open about what, you know, how it works and what was.
But
what
they should have had a microphone.
Yeah, that was a small thing, I suppose, really. So the actual live concerts, their full price is £10, concessions are £8. And I've said when the dates are, so highly recommended. How many stars?
A 4 from me.
It's a good 4 from me too, actually. I think it's a really good piece of work. I enjoyed the music. I wasn't bored in those 50 minutes. It was great.
Even I class myself as a non-musician, but it's something very different, and I think to actually see somebody do it live, you won't see that often. I mean, I may be completely wrong about that bit, but
it's the sort of thing that I'm certainly interested in.
Yeah.
I'll never have that machine, but I mean, I would more inclined to do generative stuff with software. But I thought it was really good. I mean, just one last thing, it was incredibly loud, and I wondered whether that was because right at the beginning it was quite quiet, and we were getting lots of noise from out in the street. It's Edinburgh Fringe, there's lots going on, and I wonder if the volume was to cover that, so we really wouldn't hear it.
It might have been.
But it was, for me, it was too loud for the room, but that didn't detract because I just popped earplugs in. So if you have got sensitive hearing and you come, bring a pair of earplugs with you, really, just to make sure that you can. But it's really good piece of work. Okay. One more to do tonight, which we will probably film back in at we'll say Cold Towers. I was going to call it
Sugar House.
Sugar House, yes. So we're going to see a thing about Stevie Nicks and Lindsay Buckingham. So we'll let you know what that is in the next video. So see you later.
Cheerio.
Bye bye.
Bye.